But the king was not dead, far from it. Instead of pouting, panicking, or predicting great things to come, the Wolverines simply went to work, weightlifting and running, sweating and striving, doing all the things, in the words of Fielding H. Yost, that made them keener, finer, and more competent. In college football, the fall knows what you did last summer. No one watched the Wolverines get leaner and meaner, but once the season began, it was too late for Michigan's unfortunate foe. The king had come to reclaim his crown. The so-called experts wondered if the Wolverines were ready for Notre Dame. After all, the Irish were the media darlings, ranked second in the nation and led by Heisman favorite Brady Quinn. The Wolverines, however, came not to praise the Irish, but to bury them. After playing a combined 2,288 games in 245 years of college football, the two schools entered their epic clash with their winning percentages separated by 1,000th of a point. The minuscule mathematics boiled down to a simple truth. The winner of this contest would be the leaders in the best, the undisputed king of the college game.
Firing on a crossing route, deflected, intercepted by Burgess at the 28, and he's taking it back all the way. Prescott Burgess goes to the house for a Michigan touchdown.
When the day was done, the spotlight had passed from Notre Dame's Heisman hopeful to a new team of horsemen named Michael.
Here's Hart leaping over the top of the pile and into the end zone for a Michigan touchdown.
Mario.
Penny to throw. He's going for Manningham. Left corner of the end zone. He's got it. 3 touchdowns for Super Mario.
And the Michigan defense.
Quinn rolling right to throw. Chased by Crable. Down he goes on the 11. And Sean Crable just outran him.
And when Prescott Burgess and Mario Manningham were both named National Players of the Week, the Irish didn't protest. They'd seen enough. The Wolverines were more than dominant, more than daunting. They were so good, they were simply having fun.
Here's Quinn to throw. And the ball, that's a fumble. Fumbled out of his hand as he went and cocked his arm to throw. It's still loose. It's picked up by the Wolverines. Down the right sideline at the 40, the 35, the 30, and into the end zone. Lamar Woodley for a touchdown.
The king returned to his home, happy again. After the Gophers hoisted the brown jug in 2005 for only the third time in 38 years, no game cried out for correction quite as loudly as the Minnesota matchup. Michigan's defenders gave up a scant 108 rushing yards, while its attackers slashed and burned for a season-high 518 yards over 5 football fields of offensive fury.
Back goes Henny to throw against the blitz. They pick it up. Post route down the middle. It's caught by Arrington for a touchdown. Michigan. Going deep on a post from Manningham. He's got it behind the corner. Harris. Touchdown, Michigan. Super Mario. Henny turns, gives to Grady left side. Met in the backfield. Spins forward, down to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Kevin Grady got in with great second effort.
When the game ended, the Wolverines calmly locked arms, marched across the field, and reclaimed the oldest trophy in college football. The king might have lost this particular battle barely, but the king had won the war by miles. The mission was to reclaim their crown as the premier program in the history of college football. They accomplished that by reestablishing all the virtues of Michigan football, virtues that harken back to Yost, Chrysler, and Schembech, with special teams that kept opponents off balance, an offense that could grind you down or blow you up, and a defense that made opposing coaches regret ever receiving the ball. More than that, the 2006 Wolverines was a team of character and class like its leader, which had become a team long before anyone was watching, and remained one long after the entire nation tuned in. Tom Brady may be the most celebrated Wolverine graduate playing in the NFL these days. 3 Super Bowl rings and 2 Super Bowl MVPs sure help in that regard. You may think all that fame and fortune may have changed him, but you'd be wrong. Tom Brady is the same solid young man that arrived at Michigan from California in the mid-90s. And even after all his incredible success, he hasn't forgotten his days in Ann Arbor.
This is where I learned to play. This is where it all started. We always used to joke around, you got to be a State Street quarterback before you become anything else. And that meant you got to put the work in at the practice field to ultimately kind of achieve your goals. And it was a battle here. I mean, we had so many great players over the years, and it was constant competition. And that's what I wanted out of college, and that's why I chose Michigan. And if you don't want that, you don't come to a place like Michigan.
Brady rolling right, firing a pass, caught by Thompson at the 10, the 5, touchdown, Michigan. Woo! Sean Thompson on the first play of overtime. Brady tying another Michigan Bowl record with his 4th TD pass of the game.
Got to win the Orange Bowl and win the Citrus Bowl and win the Rose Bowl, and it all paid off. It's just a wonderful place.
Tom was back in Ann Arbor this summer for the 1997 team's national champion reunion. The event helped raise money for Mott Children's Hospital, and it allowed Tom Terrific to reflect on the lessons he learned as a Wolverine that he still carries with him today.
The one thing that Coach Carr always assured us was there was nothing that was given to anybody. Whatever you achieved here, you had to earn, and that's why we were successful as a team. There was no positions that was given. There was no incumbents. There was nothing like that. So, part of learning to compete is to compete every day in practice. And, I think that was a wonderful lesson to learn. When I went on and I still compete for my job every day. I don't think that it's mine. No, if I'm the best player on the team and I give our team the best chance to win, hey, I'll play. But if I'm not, then, somebody else has to step in. Going to Michigan, there's no other place I could ever see myself going. I'm so proud of this school. I'm so proud of what we represent. I'm so proud of the relationships that I have with my friends that I still keep in touch to this day. And it's a wonderful feeling coming back here.
Welcome back to Michigan Stadium. This is what the Big House will look like when the stadium project is completed in August of 2010. A new building on the south end of the stadium will offer additional concessions and restrooms, while all existing restroom facilities will be refurbished. More than 1,900 outdoor club seats and stadium lounge are located on the first level of the east side structure. An additional lounge and more than 1,000 club seats are located on level 2, which can be accessed by 2 additional elevated towers. 250 seats are located indoors, while 850 are covered outdoor club seats, and 36 suites are located on the 3rd level of Michigan Stadium's east side. In the bowl, fans will have wider seats and aisles with handrails to make it easier to move around. There are more than 650 new chairback seats on the west side of the stadium, along with a new press box. A total capacity of more than 108,000 seats are available in Michigan Stadium, compared to the 107,501 before the stadium project began.